If you've ever wanted to get into the world of RC cars and trucks, chances are you've gone onto Amazon and searched for RC cars or RC trucks or 4x4 RC basher. Let's do this actually. If I put this up here, if you go onto Amazon and you search for an RC truck, this is what you're met with. Literally thousands of options, but the most sold RC truck on Amazon is this HAIBOXING 4x4 RC basher. Now, if you're like me, when Amazon says that something is the most purchased, it means that it must be very good, very durable, maybe very fast, long-lasting batteries, you know, can literally take a very heavy-duty bash like we tend to do on this channel. But I really wanted to find out for sure. If only there was a way to make this RC truck just appear in front of us. Whoa, what the heck? Gotta love Amazon shipping speeds. All right, let's open this thing up and see how it looks.
Included in the box, you do have an instruction manual, a little bag of spare parts that has a USB Type A connector, and a 2S 850 milliamp pack battery. Oh, and also you get some body clips. I like it. And of course, the car. There is a little warning label here. Make sure you read it. The transmitter does require 2 AA batteries, not included. Oh, and the other battery pack, it's already installed in the car in case you're looking for it. This little on and off button's on the outside of the car. I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up. The tires are not so supple. 4-wheel drive, of course. A Dean's connector. I like it.
All right, well, I'm gonna get this thing charged up and then we'll see how it does.
Well, here's the deal. Every time I try to film this video, it rains or something else comes up. So we're just gonna see how this car can do in the rain. Basically, what we're gonna do today with this little guy is we're gonna test it on a couple things. The first one is the acceleration and the top speed. See how fast it can get from point A to point B. Is it fast and fun, or is it kind of just slow and boring to drive? And then at the end of the video, we're gonna test its durability by taking it to a skate park and basically just using it until it is totally broken and will not work anymore. One thing I do want to point out, I don't know if I pointed it out earlier in the video, it's really nice. The batteries that come with this use a regular Dean's connector. And what's really great about Dean's connectors is a lot of hobby grade RC car batteries have Dean's connectors on them. So you do not have to order from China the batteries that comes in this. You can go on Amazon and actually get batteries that work in this thing just fine. So that's a really cool feature. A lot of other RC cars that are kind of in this cheap budget price range, they basically they have proprietary connectors on them that make them so that you cannot use any battery but the battery that the manufacturer gives you with the cars, which is super frustrating. So the fact that this car comes with batteries that have Dean's connectors on it, it's gonna make your life so much easier. All right, well, let's see how it does. I got the GoPro attached to here. It's really starting to rain down on me, so I may have to put the expensive camera away for a little bit and rock the GoPro, but we'll leave it out for a little bit. You guys think this thing's waterproof? I sure hope so. It's freaking raining hard right now, but we're on dirt, so it's not gonna be crazy fast, but you guys get the point. I've basically completely submerged this thing in water multiple times. Like, look at this puddle right here. Look at this. Look at this, the freaking thing's halfway up its wheels in water. This is actually kind of crazy. Oh, we crashed. So the top speed, is it a little disappointing? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but honestly, this thing's holding up really good considering it's absolutely freaking, oh my God, did you see that? This thing was just like underwater, look at this. How is it still going? All right, so the acceleration, out of a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably honestly like a 4, I'd probably say. The top speed, we're probably in the same boat, probably about a 4, maybe a 5. You know, it's kind of fun, but you know, maybe if you threw a 3S battery in it, the ESC might be able to handle it. That might be something we'll have to try a little bit later. Whoa! But I don't know, you know, for a little kid, this thing's kind of fun.
All right, so here's the deal. I can't actually get this thing to go high enough up in the air or fast enough into a wall or anything like that to actually break it. So instead of just taking a sledgehammer and absolutely destroying it, I'm actually gonna be giving it away to one of you guys. Basically, all you have to do to be eligible to win this car is leave a comment on this video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because obviously we're only gonna be picking subscribers, and make sure you leave a like on the video. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of the comments 1 month from the day that I actually post this video, and I'm gonna pick one of those comments at completely random, and wherever you are in the world, I don't care if you're in China, Russia, you name it, I will send you this car wherever you live in the world, because I think that would actually be really cool. You know, just let me know when you are leaving a comment. Don't just say hello or anything like that. Actually, let me know, what have you done in RC recently, you know, that has made RC more fun for you? Is it getting into smaller cars, bigger cars, 3D printing parts for RC cars, which we're actually gonna start doing on this channel, which is gonna be absolutely crazy. But just let me know in the comments down below, what about RC is making you excited about the world of RC recently, because I'd just like to know. And basically we're just gonna go through those comments at random and pick one and then ship this thing out to you. I'll pay for the shipping and everything, so batteries will be included and everything. That's it though. All right, so I brought out a few different RC cars for us to talk about, but this is the car that we just used, the HAIBOXING RC Basher. This thing, I got to admit, when it comes to durability, I drove this thing, literally submerged it in water multiple times. When I got back to the shop here a little bit while ago, I dried this thing out, put a fresh battery in it, and it literally works just fine. It's absolutely crazy. But one of the things you really have to look at when you're buying RC cars on Amazon, if it is not a name brand car, like this Arma Granite here, which is basically the exact same size as the HAIBOXING. Also, just for scale, this is the real Arma Granite, this is the mini Arma Granite, HAIBOXING, and then this is the S Racing. I don't know, somebody sent me this a while ago off of Temu. It's kind of a cool little niche RC car, fully metal frame and everything. But the cost of this was just like $30 more than the cost of this. So a little bit better value here. But really what I want to focus on is this. This is $160 for the Arma Granite Mini, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. I'm getting way out of control here. What I wanted to tell you guys is that if you buy this car, a couple of years from now, there's a very good chance that they're not going to make it anymore. And to get the shocks and these A-arms here and the chassis and another body, if the ESC ever fries itself, it's going to be very hard to actually get your hands on the parts for a car like this. Right now you can go on Amazon and buy all of them, which is really great, and I appreciate that they actually provide any parts, because some RC car manufacturers on Amazon don't do any of that. And that's where a car like a Arma Granite comes in. Basically, the Arma Granite, because it's made by a company like Arma, there's a good chance 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're still going to be able to get parts for this thing, which you can't beat that. But when you're talking about $80 versus $160, it's kind of enticing. Hopefully you guys can hear me over the sound of my 3D printer. I'm currently 3D printing parts for RC cars, which is actually kind of a crazy concept. And there's going to be a lot of videos in the future on actually using 3D printed parts with my RC cars. Big ones, really big ones like we have over there, and just kind of your everyday medium-ish size small cars that, you know, people are using these days. Putting all of this stuff aside though, do I recommend you buy this? If you have basically no budget, if you have like $100 budget and you really need to stay inside of $100, you can't really go wrong with this. Is it going to, you know, wow you? Is it gonna go 30 miles an hour and do crazy flips in the air? Unfortunately not, but when you're under that $100 price point, there's really not a lot of other options out on the market. So getting a car that you can get current parts for, that has a Dean's connector like I showed you guys. So many RC cars, I think this one, no, that one's got Dean's connectors. Having a Dean's connector on your car, being able to go onto Amazon and find hundreds of battery options is such a really good thing. You know, you have to be so careful when you're buying stuff on Amazon, especially RC cars, that you don't buy something with a proprietary connector that you're never going to be able to get batteries for in a year or so. So do I recommend you buy it? We kind of keep going around in circles when it comes to this. I think you probably should if you have under $100 budget. If you can get closer to $150, the Arma Granite is often on sale for around $150, which you would have a lot more fun with this than you're going to have with this. And if you ever have to get parts a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, a lot easier to find them for something like the Arma Granite because Arma is such a huge brand. But if you only have under $100, I think that this is a pretty fun option. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that, so I don't care if you go onto Amazon and buy this or not. It doesn't affect me in any way. I'm just kind of giving you guys my honest opinions of it. But like I said, we're going to be giving this RC car away. Make sure you guys are subscribed because we're only picking subscribers. Leave a like on the video and leave a comment. We're going to pick the winner based off of the comment section down below. So leave a comment that says why you got into RC. What have you started doing in RC that has really got you excited about it? Because after a while, some of this stuff does get pretty boring. So I really thought introducing a 3D printer to Wicked RC was a really good way of kind of diversifying and finding new, fun, creative ways to really get into RC again. So leave a comment down below. Let me know, what are you excited about in RC right now? That's it though. I'll leave a link in the comments down below if you do want to go pick this thing up. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.